Yeah, it's a vibe. I just want to point out, because it's kind of a monumental thing.
Sure.
The OGs. The John, the Frankie, the Nina, the EJ, and the Zach are all in the club.
Yes, we're all here today. This is the OG shooting team.
We've expanded our COVID bubble to include the entire Red Cow Entertainment.
We all made out for 14 days prior to this.
Made out?
We haven't seen each other for 9 months. I haven't seen Zach in that long, and I haven't seen EJ in that long.
Wow.
But I did see you on the Backtrash webinar.
Which
roadmap.
was one of my favorite pieces of content.
Yes.
Let me share. Okay, can you see my screen?
We see a giant calculator.
Yes. I'm seeing 0 right now.
Okay.
No, John, we're not seeing. I don't know if it's your intention to show us.
No, it's supposed to be the screen. Let me try again.
Look, I gotta start with this box because it has amazing illustrations on it. This one has a noodle-based cartoon. The noodles are swimming in a sea of cheese sauce, and one noodle says to the other, "Do you know Jerry?" And the other one says, "The race car driver."
Nice illustrations.
I don't get the joke, but the illustration is beautiful. And the other side says, of course, Red Cow.
Yeah.
Why, of course.
As always.
Oh.
As always, as expected.
As we request all of our boxes to say.
This is from Matthew Zide.
Right, he's sent to us before.
This comes from Missouri, from St. Louis.
From Zipe or Zippy?
From, let's see, Zipe?
Zide?
Zipe. It could be Zide.
This is from Zide.
Matthew Zide, I think he sent us stuff in the past. Best Matthew Zide, and there's no information about the drawings. What? Why?
It is wrapped in some very classic wrapping paper.
Yeah?
90s Nickelodeon character wrapping paper. Hey Arnold and Angry Beavers. And you can tell in the way it's slightly faded that this is definitely authentic 90s.
You know, Netflix bought all these characters and they're doing like reboots of all of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Netflix needs some strong IP.
Well, for nostalgia purposes, they're on point.
I always wonder from a business point of view, even if grown adults have a lot of affection for these old characters, are they really gonna watch a 24-episode season of these characters?
They would with their kids.
But then just stream the old episodes.
But like, you were an enjoyer of Fuller House, right?
I did. I watched all 5 seasons.
Yeah, so
I can tell you
it's the
about
same
all
kind
of
of idea.
Would you get this fucking thing open?
No, I'm trying to be careful.
I gotta talk about streaming services because he's taking so long.
You can edit, you don't have to include everything.
I know, but it is so slow.
I want to keep the wrapping paper. It's really cool. And it's hard to get apart because it's fragile. I can already tell what the Fine, I'll just rip it all apart.
What are you gonna do with it? You gonna frame it? Oh, they sent the Cheetos.
We've got the Cheetos!
Zach, Matt, Nina, EJ, John, and Frankie. Hello! In your hands, you hold Cheetos mac and cheese. They were purchased at Walmart for 96 cents.
96 cents?
I'll pause and say, not knowing that these were in the box and knowing that we needed to do these right away because there's demand.
The fans are definitely wanting this, Mac.
I ran to Walmart, to 2 Walmarts to make sure I could get as many as possible. They have one more flavor. The Flaming Hot is not represented here.
Yeah.
And indeed, they were 96 cents and they were a Walmart exclusive.
Okay.
Spotted these the day after John mentioned his Oots cheese ball mac and cheese. See?
I have eaten more of these cheese balls than I care to admit, and they are delicious.
You know what might be a fun box mac thing?
What?
See what kind of mac and cheese we can make with Oots cheese balls.
Ooh, that's kind of weird.
John forgot that we talked about an Oots mac.
Of course I did.
Would you mind giving a shout out to my daughter Judah and son Soren? They have developed a passion for all things YouTube and really want to hear their names mentioned on their dad's favorite YouTube channel.
Oh, Judah and Soren.
Judah
awesome.
and Soren. Thank you for the max.
I'm sorry I swore at John when he was opening your beautiful package so slowly. Thank you for creating consistently great content, Matthew. And as always, I want to point out that Matthew has great handwriting, truly. And that bodes well for Judah and Soren.
All right, on to the next box, rapid opening.
But there's a huge letter. Oh wow, this is just to me. Dear Frankie.
Oh, well.
Would everybody please leave the room? This is from Adam and Jamie Martin.
Okay.
Dear Frankie, greetings from Sacramento, the farm to fork capital. While it's a bogus catchphrase because all food comes from a farm and ends up on a fork, the shtick is that we have restaurants here that have produce which passed between the fewest number of hands from when it was grown and picked to when it was served to you on a plate, which makes it fancy and cool. And in my case, resentful.
not part of the letter. Frankie's opinions do not necessarily represent those of Adam and Jamie Martin.
Or Soren or Judah. The former slogan of City of Trees was a much better descriptor of the area. We are Adam and Jamie, not the Mythbusters, but your biggest fans on the West Coast. We love Box Mac and wanted to contribute some Macs you haven't tried before from Raley's, a West Coast supermarket chain based in Sacramento. Included in a /R/perfect fit manner are a box of regular 49 cent, a box of organic Raley's Mac, $1.89, and finally, a box of Annie's shaped Mac Bernie's Farm, $3.49. This is a good theme. Good theme, guys.
Yeah, this is nice.
I mean, a big box of bullshit is nice too, but I kind of enjoy.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like, here's an episode.
Yeah.
Have an episode.
Yeah, it's handy. Jamie and I saw how much you guys loved, in quotes, bold and italics, Annie's in previous episodes, but thought we had to include this one in case you ever do another Festival of Shapes episode. The doodle of forks on the box is a little joke. Farm to forks, get it.
But also, they seem to be in the fork camp, so the spoon people have been left out.
Oh, yeah. You know, my opinion of Annie's, honestly, is on the up. A couple last times we had Annie's Macs, they were pretty good. They were better than they had been.
Are you sure?
I think so. That's what my brain tells me. Let's give it a try.
The cheese flavor is weird.
It's hardly there.
There's some herb in there.
Cheese is super weak.
No, it's not, but it is herby.
Yeah, and you can taste the cauliflower in the cheese sauce. It's got like a little grit to it.
It's grainy.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
Truly.
Would I buy it? No. But will I eat the rest of this? Yes. Why don't we start with the vegan?
Vegan first?
Yep.
It just tastes like noodles and earth.
It's not bad at all.
We're going to try the Parmesan peas pasta. Tasty.
Strong Parmesan flavor.
I actually like it. And usually I give Annie's crap for having really weak flavors, and this is not a weak flavor.
No.
Let's try the reformulated classic.
This is yummier than ever, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like competitive with, Kraft.
I think it's still a little bit under that.
This is Shell's and real aged cheddar.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's like a real mac and cheese.
What the heck? Annie's.
By the way, we are in Camp Frankie and agree that forks are the preferred way to eat.
Well, I
Well,
knew
clearly,
it.
they only addressed the letter to Frankie, so we know where
We know
their,
whose camp
their
they're in.
loyalties lie.
Obviously the best fans ever. Adam is originally from Brockton, Massachusetts. Oh, Adam and I had like an interaction. It turns out Adam has basically lived my same life.
Oh, really?
Like from East Coast to West Coast,
Yep.
except he stayed there and I came back.
Like a different version of events.
Very, very strange. And he grew up eating Shaw's brand Macs.
Oh.
I don't really know of any, specifically Shaw's brand Macs.
I mean, they do have a house brand.
Yeah, but they used to have
They used to have Shaw's branded.
Yeah.
We think the Raley's Mac is pretty good and can't wait to see what you think. Brockton is called the City of Champions because world champion boxers Rocky Marciano and Marvelous Marvin Hagler call it home. What do they call Westport? Home of the turnip.
Devil's pocket.
The devil's
pocket.
The devil's pocket. Quick side story. Yeah. John and I, when he was 19 and I was 14, and I met Zach right around the same time.
If they were a hot pan, you would use pot holder.
Because we were interested in video, basically. We weren't good yet. We were asked to do a public access cable show.
Back when there was public access and not just YouTube.
And they wanted it to be called Devil's Pocket. And I remember we wanted it to be called Westport Weekly.
Yes.
Which later, a news show I produced for my high school was called Westport Weekly.
Yeah.
I'm Frankie Frey, and I'm filling in for Dan Gifford.
I remember we were outraged, Devil's Pocket! But it was because they call something on the coast Devil's Pocket.
It was about maritime history and what the ship captains called this particular harbor and why they
It
called
really
it
is an utterly bizarre name for the show, isn't it? Not thinking about it again, it's utterly bizarre.
Why in the world is this show called Devil's Pocket?
In revolutionary times, the British thought that the colonial ships were disappearing into the Devil's Pocket as they swung around the unbroken coastline of Horseneck Beach.
So they just wanted us to cover some current events in the town, like school funding or something like that. And they just kind of handed it off to 14-year-olds basically. And we made this really bonkers thing that I actually remember screening it to a bunch of rich old people from Westport. And they all were like, "What the hell is this?" And we spent more time parodying shows and trying to make bad kind of Family Guy inspired jokes.
Doing the Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
We
stuff.
did an intro that parodied Scarecrow and Mrs. King, but that is actually sweet. I'll play the entirety of the opening the Devil's Pocket at the end of this. And John wrote some really nice music for it. He wrote a Devil's Pocket, luscious opening. And then the segment that we were like, I guess we basically made a show within a show.
Yeah.
Because it was called Frankie and Eddie's
It's
obligatory 17-minute segment.
Yeah.
And that had a great song
It did.
as
It
well.
had a good song too. Yeah.
Which we later put in a future movie. And then like 2 years later, John kind of like without me, like started doing video work for them in like 2002.
Yeah, I did.
So like you continued to produce Devil's Pocket on their terms.
But it was lousy.
Thank you for joining us for the February edition of Devil's Pocket. We hope you have gained some insight about the issues facing us at the March 11th election.
We did an episode that was just a montage of water, and I didn't want to air it, and I got pissed, and we stopped working on it.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah,
It was really pretty.
It's on the website. You can go to the website, look at Devil's Pocket water montage.
Yes.
It's set to the music from Final Fantasy.
It's one of the Final Fantasy
It's the one that. No, that's Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
This was.
I don't remember the theme.
We're losing all that time we saved on the unboxing.
Sorry, Adam and Jamie. Watching you guys.
Sorry, Soren and Judah.
Watching you guys have fun together is infinitely entertaining. We hope you have as much fun making Box Mac as we have watching it, if only. I wish it was Devil's Pocket, but it's Box Mac.
Like and comment below if you'd like us to make Devil's Pocket.
Ooh, we should make another episode of Devil's Pocket. Is that a good place to pause?
Sure, you want to pause here?
Yeah. All right.
This box didn't exist.
All right, there's more boxes.
Yeah, we'll have to see you next time on unboxing.
Go to Devil's Pocket on the website. Check all that out. It's worth your time.
I don't think it is.